With the medical team heading inland for a few days to conduct clinics, the crew of Shamir headed off in search of a young woman on a nearby island of Ambae. The woman in question had apparently done 3.5 years of dental studies overseas, but upon returning to Vanuatu 2 years ago, could not find work or support to continue her studies. We'd heard all this in a casual conversation with US Peace Corps volunteers several weeks earlier. After what turned out to be a brief search, the woman was found. Her name was Katrina, and she lived in the village of Wallaha. Katrina was surprised and delighted to meet us, and who knows, after a few introductions and some useful networking, she may get her dental career back on track. Katrina invited us to church in her home village, and after a wonderful meal, we returned the favour by hosting everyone aboard. Get stuck in. Make a noise. They're good. It was now back to Pentecost to meet the medical team, with a brief overnight stop at the village of Asanvari on the southern tip of the nearby island of Maiwo. While half the medical team worked in the local village, Shamir transported the other half down the west coast of Pentecost to the village of Loltong. The clinic was well attended and continued all day. With her knowledge of the Nivan language of Bislama, Meg took the initial patient details. Graham Duke conducted the general medical checkups. And Gibson got down to testing eyes. You're going to hurt a lot.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. You breathe big.
A special house call was made across the bay with the aid of the ship's dinghy to visit an elderly man, Silas. Accompanied by Silas's son, Solomon, Dr. Graham and optometrist Don Beaumont climbed up from the rocky landing and set to work.
My name is Selina.
Selina?
Yes.
Good. Your son asked us to come and so you can have a checkup and check your blood pressure and check your eyes.
Oh!
But you look too healthy. You look too young.
Well, I'm 73.
Wow.
Yes.
You look very good.
I'm 73 old.
Thank you too much.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah. P-book. P.
This is the chair they made in order to carry Silas, father of Solomon, all the way from this village to Loltong. Back anchored off the village of Abuatantoro, we witnessed the arrival of the local DJ and band, complete with sound system and generator, all part of preparations for the upcoming Independence Day celebrations. While sitting at anchor, we were joined aboard by a group of young people from the village, who who put on an informal concert as evening approached.
From above, where the angels are singing, take me to that place alone to be. Take me to the place called paradise, feeling my heart beat on strong. Day I'll never forget, changing in my life. Flower in the eastern winds, watching the sunrise.
The time to bid farewell to crew member Gerhard finally arrived. He would be leaving the next day with the medical team. With the work in the village coming to an end, it was time for presentations and words of appreciation.
Let's in charge here, Nancy. We got honor more respect. So tell them big thank you. 3 days we will start here. Providing transport plans.
You've said you love me too. I stand at my feet and say, days are running very fast. God has taken that away. I better look and sit for my.
A local health worker, Philip, who specialised in extracting teeth, joined us for a couple of days aboard Shamir. While visiting the village of Asinvari a week earlier, we'd been asked by the health worker there to bring back a dentist if we could find one further south. Philip was their man, and his skills at pulling teeth were most appreciated.
You're the man of faith and love and care.
After a wonderful time of getting to know each other, it was soon time to return Philip to Loltong and head off once more.
Just want to tell you greetings.
Miss you that you're the man of faith and love and care.
With the medical team heading home to Australia, it was time for us to start working our way south to Port Vila. But first there was a stopover at Lolawai on the nearby island of Ambae to visit Mary Tabi and conduct a mud brick demonstration for the hospital staff headed by Matthias. But first it was necessary to find suitable clay, a difficult task on this island, but local anti-malaria worker Hope drove a lot of miles in search.
These are the remains of Father Jim Hunt about 30 or 40 years ago. Made bricks using the soil, mixing it with a bit of cement, and these are the remains of what he built. So it's very similar to what we're going to do today.
The final leg to Port Vila saw us heading past the island of Ambrum and on to Revelue Bay at Epi. From there, it was an overnight stop at Havana Harbour before finally tying up at Port Vila after roughly 1 month at sea. The final medical mission for 2010 was at an end, and it was now just a matter of time before the new volunteer MSM crew would arrive to begin the 2-week voyage back home to Australia.
You're the man of faith and love and care.